Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
So does that mean that Captain Hawthorne respect out of his league and got himself killed? Oh wait, no. I landed my escape pod on top of him. That's how he died. There's a forking robot. There he is. There's no response from the automechanical unit. The serial number etched in its chassis. The chassis includes the letters SAM. I'm gonna shout at it. Does not respond to my high-pitched scream. Okay. But damn it. What are you doing, nerd?
Good to see you, boss.
Never mind. You're alright. Warm body. Fill the void. Right, this is just a restroom, isn't it? Oh, fancy turlet. Damn it, dog. Why is it every time I start streaming, you immediately have to go outside? Why is that? Do you suppose? Is it because you're a pain in the ass? You're a very sweet pain in the ass, though. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Let him out and he immediately wanted to come back inside. Like, seriously, dude? Okay, I got too many weapons. Does this involve also the things that I am utilizing? Oh yeah, they're the highlighted ones, aren't they? Okay. Got it. Nothing for this? Huh. Plasma shotgun. Interesting concept. But I already have a plasma rifle. It's already plasma. Yeah, sure. Watch this end up being a real shitty rifle. Seemed to do alright when I used it, I guess. Tinker. Sure. Should maybe repair it as well. How much does it cost to repair? Did it tell me? Oh, there it is. 5 somethings. Probably sell those, huh? What's that? Sure. What's up, my favorite robot?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Hey, know anything about the robot?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Okay.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Yeah, I know. You said that before. It'll be okay. What do I have in the old journal? How much money do I have? Does it tell me in here? Oh, up here. Oh, I have 10,000 units or whatever. That's what I'll do. I'll go buy that thing now. Since I screwed up the mission to get it from her, what I assume was for free. I didn't finish the mission on the other thing, and now gotta actually buy it. So that's just a big old load of horse hockey. Hello, Emily. Alright. I gotta go buy that thing from that old lady.
Heard from the last.
Then I can finally go to Stellar Bay. Go collect quests there and eventually get around to complete some. Oop, went the wrong way.
This is Halcyon
Pay attention. Where's I going? Where'd I come from? Big door, that's right.
Rizzo's purple-berry nut.
Let's go. Ammo? No. Old lady?
Gracious.
Here to buy some shit.
I was just sitting down for tea.
Horse hockey. It's a game that horses like to play.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear.
And it smells
As these
really
keys
bad.
tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices.
Lilia Hagen.
She's a dear. You'll love her.
I think I already talked to her.
Now, was there anything else?
Back to your hard-earned
Straight
wisdom.
to the point, eh? All right then, on you go.
Well, thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I sure do. I really kind of want to get you guys out of here so I can get into that. Can we... How do I get y'all out of here? Does she ever, like, go home and I can break in overnight?
Hey, boss.
Or...
You need a tour guide? I've seen all 12 episodes of Terror on Monarch. Kind of an expert.
I'm gonna be able to test the whole of the planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
You didn't see that, right? Good.
Get it, Bubba. Go on. It's okay. There's nothing over there that's gonna hurt you. You can move stuff.
You're a big dog. Hear him scratching at the floor like I can't quite reach something. And he's just afraid of everything, so I'm gonna let him deal with it. It's just a chair, buddy. The chair weighs like 7 pounds. You weigh 10 times that much. Plus some. Wait, was this sublight? No, that's Halcyon. Sublight was over there.
Have you seen this man? Reward officer.
Sublight.
Capture a wooden tourist in his phone. Report
I think I'm supposed to talk to the upstairs. Where are you? Security contractors. Sublight contractor. Shit like you. What's up, guys? Sweet armor. Like that we all match. Yeah.
You weren't followed, were you? I hope not.
Oh yeah, I was leaving a trail of breadcrumbs.
Sure is.
Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
I'll take it.
Now get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook.
I believe Catherine is a potential
One last
ally.
thing. When you're on the
Looked him up
job,
on the
keep a
internet
pair of
today,
eyes on the back of your
Because
head.
I realized that I already
Understood.
killed Vicar, whatever his name was, the guy from the church, after I killed the mayor in that first town. What am I looking for?
Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
I have no idea what he's even after. It's
I
probably
ain't worried if you
A
aren't,
little
Captain.
morsel of food or something.
Honest.
Good boy, get it. Oh, it's a bone. Good boy, you got it. Good job, buddy.
He's so proud of himself. He's like, I'm gonna run away now. Oh shit, I forgot what I was supposed to. Okay, whatever.
Felix Millstone. Stop lighting. I like the sound of it.
Yeah, boss?
Well, alright. Never have anything useful to add to the conversation. That should be. Alright. I was opposite engineering, I believe.
CNP Force
Wait,
Pocket can be macrowaved in 2.5 seconds.
Do you need
Force
to do
Pocket.
anything here?
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe.
Okay, so I guess we don't really need to go to engineering then. She doesn't seem like she wants to go see her girlfriend now. She's feeling ripe. Doesn't mean ripe for talking to somebody. It's ripe for a shower. I mean, there's a shower on the ship. I don't know why she said she hasn't showered in a week. It's a little weird. Like, use my shower if you don't have one in your suite or whatever.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on?
Feeling better?
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Oh. Break time's over. Oh, here we go.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Put him on screen.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to
Yoko
miss.
is the...
Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Got some questions for you.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Ah, that's how it's gonna be. Alright, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Word. Go to there. Oh, we're just gonna go ahead and go to the not warning dangerous one. Ooh, look at that. Woohoo!
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Us.
No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Sure, yeah, let's just go on right in there. The Monarch! And Dr. Mrs. the Monarch? What's that do? Okay. Jack. Sweet. Should tell me what the weapons are. I can't really tell. That looks like maybe a shotgun? Stick with that. Is this an elevator? Are you an elevator? What is this place? Is there a button I'm missing? There it is. Ah! Oh, there's one right here. God damn it.
Hey!
Hey, I know you look important and all, but hang on, I gotta level up. Some perks. Finally, get to get a tier 2 perk now. Huh. So hard to decide. I'll go with that. Felix, what you got, man? Someone 93. That seems like a good one. Oh wait, no. Drag one up. There we go. Yeah, you can hang on to that grenade launcher though. That's pretty solid. You get a perk now. He'll be a tank. I've already... Also, hang on. What should we got here? That's actually pretty solid. Alright. Okay.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are
Sure
new here,
am.
right?
Oh, big time. You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all.
Oh, my day?
Which means I never get to
day's
do
going
this
well.
part, but I've been practicing, so here goes.
Been itching to play this game all
On
day.
behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Azetta.
Swell.
Like the car.
There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is it really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Did he just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Good. Saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject.
So it smells like fish and eggs there, huh? Yeesh. I'm gonna have a look around.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Who's the Black Hole?
Boss, come on. Black Hole Birdie, the Hole Meister, the Hack Attack.
That's
All
Birdie
of those
Holcomb.
sound like porn names.
Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
No. Ooh, should I give that away? I feel like I shouldn't give that away. But why is it called the Black Hole?
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way.
Ah. Okay, that's all I ever need to hear on that subject.
Whatever you say, I could talk tossball for hours.
Poster sounds pretty valuable.
I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Word.
Wouldn't mind smelling like saltine if you could sell me.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon? We're not the best equipped. Nothing for rats. Keep us on our toes.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
Got a lot of brass for a man doing absolutely nothing.
What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
What are you talking about?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
That does sound nice. Ooh. But now you're all free from the board.
Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
I'll leave you be.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here. Light
Wow.
years
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Oh my god, no.
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself.
Go in the other room.
And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
Go on, other room. Go, go. Oh, Christ. All right. It's a big bone and you chew so long. Go in the other room. This one. Take this bone. Go get it. There you go. Good gravy, dog. Alright. What's this place called? The Yacht Club.
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
You got any yachts in Stellar Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream.
Say you're not used to seeing new faces around these parts.
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming.
Oh.
Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
What happened at Amber Heights?
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago.
He's enjoying himself.
Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
Let me see what you got. Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Also, I want to sell you a bunch of these weapons that I have that I don't need. That seems like a pretty solid pistol, though. Give me that. Give me that. I don't really. Hang on. Ah, screw it. Those are neat. I really don't use these like ever. Do I? Is that what that one of those part of the inhaler? I don't really know how that works. Alright, see you later. I don't need to sell those. Sell the junk. Cool. Hey. What's up,
And the
baby?
little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Blood from the mud? Excuse me? No, wait, I'm gonna keep listening. Don't interrupt.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Azetta. Pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Sure, another round.
Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Just see what it's like for myself. People talk it up like it's a shithole.
It is a shithole. It's a free shithole, though. Plenty of ways to blaze your own trail. Folks seem to like that. Besides, the booze is good. Something about that fish oil. Cheers.
Cheers. Listen, told you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Alright. Steroid or caffeine or something? You mean caffeinoid? Stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, I'll be back. Find you, you damn stimulants.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
Excuse me, resident.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she
Halston.
can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid. Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Who's Velma?
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper.
Temper?
Why, just the other day, I heard her shouting from here. I can't imagine what set her off. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed?
You in charge of handing out medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
Energized. Certainly seem excited about your job.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
Well, I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
I don't know, Auntie. You'll have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes
Ew.
experience, dearie.
Uh-huh. Why don't you show me a thing or two?
Much as I'd love to. My rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine.
Oh, my arthritis is kicking
But I'd
in.
hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
I'm gonna beat your ass till my arthritis kicks in. And I just took my Humira. Actually, pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, that's just awful.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
I don't know you, dearie. Doesn't anyone else on Monarch have caffeinoid?
If so, I would love to know where. Sublight supplies don't come cheap. Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you. But there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Forgetful fellow, hey?
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
Where can I find this Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
Flower of enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind.
Oh,
The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Alright.
Do be
Slow down
careful.
there, Chuck
I'd
Norris.
hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Enough sweet talk. Give me caffeinoid or you're gonna need a taste of your own medicine.
Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but I'll have you know, I'm very disappointed in you.
Well?
There, and good riddance.
Should've
That's
given
the
it to
last
me.
help you're getting from Abigail Edwards.
Well, F you,
If
bitch.
Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. The Brax
Horny
research is
old
what we
bitch. What's back there? That's a different building. Whatever. Here's your damn
The
pills.
Charmer! Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Sure. Got your magic pills. These are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here.
Probably less, let's be honest. Unless you got a
That
bad
hits
heart.
the spot. Right in
Then
the,
maybe
oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Felix, word on the ship. We need Nyoka's help for now.
A real big game hunter. You gotta give me some pointers.
So you keep Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh.
Can I equip her with gear? Giving her some welding goggles. That's what's up. Yeah. What's this? Oh, damn. Alright, you hang on to that. What is her, like, thing? I forget. Oh, yeah, I guess aggressive then whenever I do stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Now, it's pretty solid.
No. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you could shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Another colony.
Uh-huh.
I think they're watching.
What's up?
Can I ask you
What's with the pleasantries? You want to know something? Just ask.
You were around when the corporations left Monarch, right?
Yeah. At first, we all thought it was about damn time. I don't know if you've noticed, but Monarch ain't exactly easy on the spirit. Then it got uglier than a rat eating a sour grape.
It's not exactly easy to evacuate a planet.
You're right. They were handed a shit sandwich and told to hold their nose. Everything that could have gone wrong did. Townships were promised evac shuttles that never came. Overland routes were attacked by marauders and wildlife.
Whole FEMA story, all
Supplies went missing. Our equipment started corroding on account of the sulfur in the air. It was a fine mess.
Terra 2 isn't doing much better.
They don't go to sleep at night with a morbid understanding that a rapt might eat them while they sleep. Maybe their bosses don't have the right priorities. Maybe someone out there is a bit too focused on the bottom line, but at least they have food delivered to them.
Think they just need to change your leadership that we could arrange?
I'm not sure we need anything, Cap. We've had our growing pains, to be sure, but here we are. Still alive, still fighting. Long as nobody goes around trying to dismantle the whole thing, I think we'll be fine. Progress requires structure. Nobody's gonna build a sewer pipe or a road if they don't got a boss telling them to. The bureaucracy's necessary. Anytime, Cap.
The Monarch! I don't know if there's really much to do here, is there?
Wrap musk and painted eyes, right here.
Please, will someone help? Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's a little alarmist, but calm down, take a deep breath, tell me what happened.
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
You ain't wrong, but if he hasn't made it to Amber Heights by now, there's no saving him.
Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promise.
Worst case scenario, all the time with this lady. Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
If a queen got to him, he died quick. Ought to be thankful for that. Most aren't so lucky.
Oh, where's my fainting chair? I can't take this!
I hope you find him.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouth.
Iconoclasts?
Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Sorry, I got a text message. Alright. Where'd you go? Haha! Lady just ran off apparently while I was looking at my phone. Maybe she should sit down. Broker. Guess where we're going? It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Just picking those cysts off that cysty pig. Them flaky little tumas.
Captain, let's talk.
Who's that? Is that you?
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Well, I definitely don't plan on dying.
Well, we'll see about that.
I mean, I probably will.
I'll be upfront with
like,
you.
I
hate
plan on
asking
it.
for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
What kind of danger are we talking about?
Nothing we can't handle.
Alright, let's hear it.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
What do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury.
And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mana-Queen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch, and bury everyone's medallions together.
Kill the bitch. Sounds fun. Let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
You ready to kill the bitch?
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Man, you are so focused on her. Yeah, okay. Go the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. Oh, there's the good thing.
Oh, smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload some tuna shipments at the cabin.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years. Right. Here's the road. Follow it south.
Did you just see me? Or just laid down?
Get ready!
Oh, shit. Okay. You got it? Oh, fork. Get out of here.
Everyone all right?
Where'd they go? Did you get them all?
Feels like real
Just
this
follow
outside
this
of
road.
Edgewater.
What the hell? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Good. Ammo. That's not the right one. Jeebus. That was close. There's Colossus. Ah! Got him. You're dying. Okay, so good job, guys. Okay, wait. I have no ammo for this. Do I have ammo for this? No. Use this. Why is this lowered? Ah, the elite troop armor. Right. I feel like I don't ever dodge or block, so what's the point? Oh, no perks that round. I gotta go let my dog out. Sorry, in. Okay, just run really far away, really fast. Quick as you like. Enemy killed. Oh, no. god, we are being chased, guys. We are dead. Never mind.
What's up? Let's see.
There we go.
South, along the road.
When you say road, is that this?
Like wrapped among the rocks.
Thing. Oh god. So much danger. Oh sweet, Reg just texted me. He's totally coming over. Sweet, Reg's coming over tonight. Wonder if he's also going to play this game. Let's be honest, he'll probably bring a rig. Sure he does. I know he's gonna... Oh, he's probably just popped on now. I just told him I was streaming. What's up, Reg? Oh shit, that's right. There's a bunch of people.
Come out! Here they come! That's the last of them!
Okay, well. Honestly, I should probably clean my house up a little bit before he gets here. It's kind of a wreck right now. I was planning on doing that yesterday until I started playing this game, and then, it's not like a way I can get to over there. Where do we go from here?
What's up? Let's see. South,
Damn it,
along
really?
the road.
Same thing? Is this the road? Nice, yes. Mega cannon. Yeah, maybe run away from that. Like, seriously, where's the road? When you say road, Naoka, I'm not really understanding what you're saying. Maybe this is the road? To this big thing? Chastity's hideaway key. God damn it. What do we do now?
What's up? Let's see. South, along the road.
Did I miss the road back here somewhere? Uh-huh. Came from like over there, I think, right? Round two. Understand. Good shot in there. This feels roady here, you know? What the hell she's talking about? South along the road. Is this the road? This doesn't feel like a road, man. I need to get up there. Seriously.
What's up?
Well. Oh, the road's way over here. God damn it. So yeah, none of this felt like road because it most certainly wasn't road.
Here they come!
I am a storm!
Nothing personal, I swear.
Maybe sneak around this nest, that'd be great. Oh god. Watch out for the sulfur pit. There's the damn road. Ugh. South. Is that Pavardi?
Everyone all right?
Something you need?
South here. Off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead. Of us.
Correct. This one looks like it goes over. And then all the way over here and all the way around there. I know, it's a long time. You'll have to groan about it, dog.
Miss McDevitt used to say that plants need sulfur to grow in. Here they come!
Slice some bitches up.
Everyone all right?
Here they come!
Here they come!
I'm actually going to call it for right now. I will probably be back on later.